just to make it at the city. Two hands put together, hope he hit me. 3 a.m., my soul weary, but see it clearly. Forever grinding till the day I get I'm a go-getter, yeah, a cold. I remember bank account really had no figures. Now I'm chilling someplace where they ain't got no winter in a villa. Waiting for the fall like they was yelling timber. Flow colder than winters be in Chicago. I've always had the vision. I see the with my eyes closed. Ain't grew up. I ain't got no phony bravado. Only time I clap that they was.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. This is Kevin Harlan, joined at the broadcast table by Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And as always, we'll hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. The tip-off goes to Cleveland. Outside Butler. Pass to KD. Here's Wembanyama. Defended by Abdul-Jabbar. Shot clock at 5. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Offensive rebound. Out to Duncan. Here's Butler. From outside the arc. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Shot IQ has always been a strength for Butler. He's not one to force up a bad shot.
Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Over Butler. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
And it goes down, but with no defender near him, no need to go to the fadeaway.
Wembanyama outside. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Timeout.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
Now a timeout called by Detroit.
Did it, man.
And now, just over a minute played here in the first. Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
Pass to KD. This one for 3. That doesn't go either for Wembanyama. Abdul-Jabbar for 3. The kick out to Tatum.
Nice.
Nailed from three-point land.
This is why Tatum is a volume three-point shooter, because he knows how accurate he can be.
Snatched up. The 3 from George. Wembanyama with the rebound. Durant for 3. The kick outside to Butler. And that comes off the assist by Duncan. Butler's got 6.
And this is why Butler is so dangerous. He's not afraid to take any shot if he likes the angle.
And Simmons slams it in.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
And everything Butler does, he does with a bang, including those 2 points.
And here's Duncan. He'll bring it up for Cleveland. 3-point lead. Wembanyama with the bucket.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And here's Simmons for 3. Sinks the three-pointer. He has 5.
And this is a shot Simmons has to make on a consistent basis. Encouraging to see him willing and making that one.
Now here's Durant. for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
And we're so used to seeing KD light it up from outside. Found great positioning and then delivers.
Tatum wide open, fires one. Another 3 for Detroit.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what. If he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Durant, no good. Here's George. That one, no good. Good defense by Wembanyama. And here's KD for 3. Hits the three-point bomb. KD's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that.
No way, bro.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
Cleveland shooting their first free throws of the game. That free throw good from Duncan. And he sinks the second. And he makes all 3.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Cleveland ahead. They're up by 6. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Cleveland?
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
Oh, I need that.
And I also have to call out how they've outworked their opponent. Doing a great job of crashing the offensive glass and just creating those second chance points.
Outside Tatum.
And that's why he's one of the best two-way wings out there. George will lock you down on D, and it takes a very special effort to get off a clean shot against him.
Ball from long range. And Abdul-Jabbar grabs the miss. Detroit trails by 6. One thing about LaMelo Ball, he can really take over at times, Greg, when he's healthy and playing well.
And a lot of that is just his feel for the game. He processes quickly and then has the talent to execute. It's pretty hard to stop him when he's in the flow.
Here's George. Rebounded by Tatum.
Step back.
From deep.
That's supposed to be good.
Outside for George.
Yeah.
Right on target.
You got big.
George has got 5.
That's a great big play right there, baby.
Right there from George. Not giving the D any time to react.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. And Cleveland making a change here. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Butler way outside. Offensive rebound. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Now, you don't want to forget about the athleticism of Butler. Just a sick slammer of the basketball. You can't allow him to get to that launching pad.
Pass to Robinson.
Hold on, this might be a board.
George way outside. And another 3 for Detroit.
And this offense relies on George's range to space the floor, and he is one of the best at it.
A nice shot by Jordan.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Simmons' shot is good.
And you'd love to see Simmons flex this range more. Defenses don't.
Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm.
Hey.
The space.
Goodness, Ben Simmons, unreal.
And here's Cleveland. Outside Butler. From
There.
deep, Jordan. Excellent D there from Jordan. And a wide open look.
There
for
you go.
Simmons.
There you
Good
go,
on the three-point
Ben.
shot.
Come on, Ben.
Simmons got the
Get
lead up
busy.
to 2 now for Detroit.
And continuing to work on his jumper. If Simmons can ever take that shot with consistency, I think the whole league will be on notice.
Better, I like it better. Good D.
And that's out of bounds.
Oh,
Cleveland
man.
will retain possession.
Yep.
And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Abdul-Jabbar.
Love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat.
There you
but
go.
A lot of teams
Let me grab the ball.
track disrupting the
Goddamn.
offense's rhythm
Fuck.
and flow.
Clock at 4.
there.
Wembanyama, a screen.
We threw that.
Ball.
Okay, my fault.
And
fault,
Ball
Melo.
slams it in.
And a little bit of showmanship from Ball on that slam, displaying some athletic
We walking
ability.
to the
Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Down low.
always weak too.
Duncan with the bucket.
Man.
Duncan's got 5.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jermaine O'Neal. That is his first foul of the game.
Chill out,
20
bro.
seconds left in the first half.
This is not cool.
And they double up Simmons. Outside Tatum. Just 5 to shoot. Over O'Neal.
Okay.
And there's the bucket from
Tatum.
Tatum. Tatum's got the game tied up here for Detroit.
Well, look, if he misses that shot, Coach
won't.
might think
He
of
won't.
benching
He
him.
won't.
He's pretty fortunate
What?
he got that one to go.
I fucking hate this shit. Shit, let me shoot it. Ooh.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Cleveland leads by 2. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge.
Everything goes. There we go.
Now here's Tatum. Over O'Neal. Tatum deciding where to go with it. That 3 off the mark. Cleveland with the ball. A 2-point game. Pass to O'Neal. Now here's Durant.
Heavy.
In it's a great finish.
How's he gonna get dunked on this
Oh,
thing?
my.
You gotta block something.
Oh, Kevin Durant, unreal.
Outside Robinson. Back to Simmons. Now Robinson.
Come here. Whatever if I want. Let's keep playing line game.
6 to shoot. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar.
There we go.
And
Damn,
that's
it's the
good.
third. I'm
Robinson
tripping.
picking up the assist.
Why are these niggas
Abdul-Jabbar's
doing
got
the
his second
game?
basket of the game. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
What's going on?
Really no idea why you're fouling
I ain't just
in a
take 'em out?
situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood
Thought they did that for
between
no
those
reason.
two.
And it's Paul George with the foul. That's his first foul.
All right, bro. What's going on here, bro?
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway.
These niggas playing.
Durant just inside the line. No good. Shot missing. Now a timeout called by Detroit.
We're excited. Life of the body.
Now a timeout called by Detroit.
My fault, man.
Different look here for Detroit. Here's Robertson.
Good D, I ain't
On the shot, so he'll get a chance at the
Hey,
line.
nigga, don't get mad. Hey,
And
my
just
fault,
able
nigga.
to score in so many ways. Robertson puts the defense there in an impossible situation.
Both good for the line that time. Now Butler. He's got 12. On the top of the key. And it's Reed pulling it down.
That wasn't a bad shot. Defense played a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
And Detroit has possession. From deep.
There you go. There you go.
Hey.
Hey.
5 points now this quarter.
And generally, Robertson's a guy that likes to play free throw line and below, but here's a time where he steps out and launches from beyond. My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
A high riser, no doubt about it. And 3 from Jordan. Pass to Robertson. 5 to shoot. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever.
Oh, my goodness. Wembanyama delivers the hammer.
And we talk about how Wembanyama makes the wow plays. Wow. Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that he can afford to get.
Robertson drives in. Yep, that one goes in there. Robertson's got 7 points in the game.
What you love about Robertson is that he knows his strength on offense and plays to them with confidence.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Cleveland with the ball. The lead is 2. Outside, George. Pass the ball. Back to George.
Oh, yeah, I got a guy.
They set the
I got a guy.
screen.
You know MJ shit.
Just 4 to
and
shoot.
We back.
There's Ball with the 3. Drains the three-pointer. 5 points in the game.
And Ball continues to show he can drain threes. The defense must adjust or he is going to keep doing damage.
From deep, Robertson. It's rebounded by Cleveland. There's 39 seconds left in the third. Here's Reed. And the dunk by Reed.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Jordan, right side. Picked by Olajuwon. Here's Castle. And Detroit again with the bucket.
Castle has some of the best body control you'll see in this rookie class.
Ball from deep three-point territory. No good on the triple. Shoots it.
There we go.
Good as the jump shot falls. Now just a 3-point Cleveland lead. And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Cleveland ahead, leading by 3. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And a noise speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter.
Oh, man. Get my dogs back in the game, man.
And here's Durant. Tatum with it.
Come on.
He's picked up by O'Neal.
Corner.
One-on-one fast break.
Corner 3.
Got that one. And it's a tie ball game.
And this is the way to stretch the floor. PG-13 with a good look from the corner. And he nails it.
Hey. None of that.
Kidding me?
None of that. Come on, bro.
Well, if you're going to let him get that close to the rim, that's what's going to happen. Leaving no room for error.
Go.
Yeah, way to play and attack mode and get to the line.
And a chance now to catch up on some numbers with the hustle stats for Cleveland.
Well, you got to love their aggressiveness on the offensive glass. They have just refused to give up on any of the plays.
And one other thing they have done well has been scoring in transition, looking to run whenever they can.
Pass O'Neal.
Nope. We on that. We on that, Tatum? We on that, Tatum?
5 on the clock.
That's not your bag. That's not. Oh.
Durant soaring in for the deuce.
Rangy athleticism of KD.
I'm on that rim.
Display.
Hey! You gotta get back.
And putting his explosive athleticism on full display there. George is capable of some highlight reel dunks.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, during the break, I listened in on Billy Donovan's huddle with his team. He asked his team to dig deep. He said, I know you're tired, but they're tired too. It's about who can give more than the other guy at this point.
Bro, these niggas made this.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. And here's Simmons for 3. And Jermaine O'Neal pulls it down. And here's O'Neal. He'll bring it up for Cleveland. A 2-point game. And he could
That's
not
a
get
block.
out of contact.
Come on,
and he'll
baby.
go to the line for 2.
And the talent O'Neal has is evident at the exact type of big man any team would love to have.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Well, make no mistake, this is exactly who they want at the line in this situation.
Here's Simmons. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Outside for Simmons. Outside Robinson. And Tim Duncan gets the whistle. That's it. That is his first foul of the game. 1:53 left to play here in the fourth. No good from Simmons.
Woo!
Those are chances.
That's a steal.
Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm. If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
Shot to stop the run. They get it back. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
And just look at the grace, the agility, versatility that Jabbar brings to the center position. Can beat you in so many ways.
.110 left in the fourth quarter.
Wow.
And that one drops. Detroit trails by 7.
Right there.
This has reached desperation time.
It's not going to be easy now. They're going to need just about everything to go right from this point on.
And the jam by Jermaine O'Neal.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Simmons.
What? All right,
And
bro.
Butler sends it back.
Yeah, let me just go ahead and dribble this.
And known as a defensive stopper, Butler is fantastic at coming up with the goods.
Nah, bro, this game is
That
not
one's
too
going to be
bad.
the final dagger, and these guys can now celebrate.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they're going to let up, and I like that. Keep pouring it on.
Simmons with it. Lock at 6. Beyond the arc.
There we go.
Buries the long-range jumper. There's 14 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. The 3.
Nah, that's all.
Here's KD.
What? This nigga a demigod.
And it's Butler with the jam. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. And in the win, a comfortable win.
Right back to it. On my mama. Bust your brain. Baby, girl, I need that fan because I'm hot now. Broken nigga with that pan, they just shut down.
Thanks for tuning in this Wednesday. 2K Sports presents the NBA. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with David Aldridge on our sideline.
Okay. You don't cost that much. Have a look.
Here we go. And so off the tip, it's Albuquerque.
I seen my finger, my index finger on the fucking ball, nigga.
Gilgeous Alexander deciding where to go with it. High post try. Good. He hits the jump shot.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. But people in the know how good of a defender he is.
And here is Simmons after LeBron James hitting the 3. And Kareem throws it down.
Nice job getting position that time by Abdul-Jabbar. And once he gets that position, he goes to work.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, it's Albuquerque.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now, here's Tatum. And he finishes nicely on the way.
Tell you what, Tatum using his length for positioning inside, able to operate well in the paint.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside.
I can tell the future, bro.
To the paint. Right side, Simmons.
Come here, man.
Abdul-Jabbar on the wing.
I want to teach you something. Oh, shit.
Rebound by Albuquerque.
How far? All right.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander.
And
stolen by Simmons. And he goes right over Paul George and slams it down.
And, you know, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane bounce, he takes advantage of it. Really demonstrated how lethal he is in the air.
With my shit, crazy.
George, that's a two-pointer. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
You know what? Didn't find a very good shot on that possession, but still able to get 2 points.
Pass to Wembanyama.
Yeah. In that weight room.
Three-pointer.
You know that.
Rebound by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And here is Robinson. In the corner, Simmons with it. Over George. 6 on the shot clock. Abdul-Jabbar the screen. Here's Tatum.
That's gotta be
Elijah with the rebound. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander.
Nope. He's there too. He's not there though.
There's 53 seconds left to play here in the first. Great D that time from Tatum. And it's Abdul-Jabbar penetrating. And the dunk by Abdul-Jabbar.
Robinson's game is so refined. I mean, he just knows to move the ball when his shot isn't there. That's just good, smart basketball.
Give me that! Come on, nigga.
And as it goes out of bounds,
Ben motherfucking Simmons, nigga.
Picked by Olajuwon. Here's George. And it drops it, rolling around the rim.
Love the flow and rhythm that George plays with. Very impressive. He's got a natural, comfortable cadence to his pace.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. There's a screen by Robinson. Tatum wide open. He fires one.
There you go, Tatum.
Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Using his teammates, Tatum creates just enough daylight to get off a shot.
Pass to Olajuwon.
You got that. Ooh.
A 3 from Wembanyama. Good on the three-point shot. And that makes it a tie ball game.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
First quarter, wrap it up here, and it's a tie ball game. And back with the start of the second quarter.
Good little first quarter.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And what stands out to you from Albuquerque in this one so far?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
Player and ball movement has been excellent. Man. Finding space, operating in space, and when they've gotten open shots, they've knocked them down.
You won't.
And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Here's Robinson. Pass to Simmons. For the 3. Wembanyama with the rebound.
And even with good coverage defensively, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Kicks it out to Olajuwon. LeBron, that's a 2-pointer. Robinson pulls it in.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Abdul-Jabbar, the screen. Inside. And the rejection.
Block it on his way.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Now some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And Kevin, I can see where you're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing. Oh, nice setup by Wembanyama. On top of everything else, this guy has an incredible IQ.
Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does. Yeah, he really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Here's Simmons.
Come on, man.
Takes it off the glass. Simmons got 6 points.
And Simmons using his natural strength that time, just overpowering the inside presence.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Here's Robertson. And no good, trying to use the glass. And so Wembanyama will bring it up for Albuquerque. It's a 3-point game. And that one drops. George has got his second bucket.
PG-13, using that length inside.
Out left to the wing. Here's Robertson.
Yeah.
And it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound. Ron right side. Picked by Olajuwon.
No.
Kicks it out to LeBron. Just 4 to shoot. Nobody's getting that high. The Wembanyama.
The perfect lob partner. Wembanyama with elite hand-eye coordination.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Albuquerque leading by 7. And stolen by Simmons. Here's Robertson. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
From anywhere in the lane, Robertson's strength and quickness usually means he's the last man standing.
James wide open. And it's off from 3-point range. Outside, Simmons. From deep, Robertson.
That's gotta be good.
Wembanyama with the rebound. From deep, James. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Albuquerque out in front. They lead by 5. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Detroit trails by 5. Let's check in with David Aldridge for an injury update on Jason Tatum. David.
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for Detroit gave us some status update. And unfortunately, it sounds pretty serious.
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And, you know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling.
Robertson outside. Hakeem Olajuwon grabs the rebound.
You know, you'd love to see him pull that off, but instead he goes from highlight reel to the floor.
And the basket by Castle.
Castle has some of the best body control you'll see in this rookie class.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Abdul-Jabbar the screen. To the inside. And Kareem throws it down.
Just no chance there for the defense. Major size disadvantage. He's got no business trying to stop that slam. Just get out of the way.
Clark, what in the world is left for Giannis to accomplish at this point?
You know, Kevin, I don't know, quite honestly. I mean, perhaps more championships or MVPs. He's really done it all. Maybe a scoring title. But whatever he does from this point on, it's only going to add to what's been a Hall of Fame career.
Something Castle continues to work on. It's crucial that he becomes more consistent from deep.
Here's Giannis. Takes the 12-footer and hits. Giannis has got his first 2 points.
Off and running right out the bat here to start the second half.
That's exactly what they want. Get him into the offensive flow right away and then keep it going.
Back to Robertson. Picked by Olajuwon. Clock at 4. Over Abdul-Jabbar. And Detroit again with the ball.
And that's the rub. I mean, as good as Olajuwon is on the blocks, he can be equally as effective from mid-range.
Robertson with it. Picked up by Robertson. Leonard with the range.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Baseline jumper. Robertson outside. Back to Leonard. Second shot opportunity. And it's good on the way in. Leonard's got 5 now.
And Leonard has massive hands, which he uses to his advantage to snag offensive boards.
Oh, and Olajuwon throws it down.
Oh,
boy, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
And I like it. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in there, but for me, I don't mind a little extra.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
Guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim,
go, man.
I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Olajuwon, left side. Back to Robertson. Picked by Olajuwon. And gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. He's got 8.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Here's Duncan. That's in, coming off the assist from Robertson. Duncan's got himself on the board with 3 there. Shot on the wing.
Hey! Oh, he's going to go up and get it. Finish it, nigga.
Quarters of play in a close game here. Albuquerque leads by 2. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's rebounded by Robertson. Jordan, that's for 2. Lets it fly.
There we go.
Nice shot by Robertson. Robertson's got the game tied up here for Detroit.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Neither team here in the fourth generating a lot of separation.
Yeah, it's been a close one. 5 times the lead has switched hands thus far.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Picked up by Robertson. Here's Wembanyama for 3. And the 3 ball is good.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop.
And Oscar Robertson with the slam.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the young kids like to say, that's doing too much.
Good shot, boy.
Into that category. That was too much.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Different look here for Detroit. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. George up top. Picked by Olajuwon. And he gets the whistle.
There we go.
And you can tolerate gas like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Detroit leading by 3. How about this run, Craig, they're on right now?
Wow. No, they're
just getting to their spots and executing.
God damn.
Really keeping things simple.
And here's George for 3.
Go.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide-open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Pass to George. There's a screen by Robinson.
There you go.
And George is
there you go.
George has got the lead up to 6 now for Detroit.
And it's really obvious that George has put a ton of time into improving his handles. You never know what he's going to do with the ball in his hands, and most times it's pretty good.
The kick out to Tatum. Back to Simmons. And there it is. And Detroit leads by 5.
Tell you what, if you're pulling for Ben Simmons, it's great whenever he takes over a possession like that. Killer instinct for sure.
They get the rebound.
That's not board.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
And this is SGA's role. He's He's out here to score and score often.
We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Outside for George. There's a screen by Robinson. And George, here we go.
There we go.
This guy is
That's ball movement, baby.
And off the floor, Robinson embraces drilling the big-time bucket for his team.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
No.
What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And what a shot from Gilgeous-Alexander. This guy isn't afraid of the moment. Wow.
32 seconds left in the fourth.
Pressure on you.
Clock at 6. Pass to George. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander.
Let's go! Come on.
Detroit needs to get off a shot here.
That's in there.
Here's Abdul.
In there! Come on, Kareem! Let's go, man.
Just go straight up with it.
That's how you close out a motherfucking game, nigga.
Take the shot that's available.
Green, nigga. Just because.
Hands it from downtown.
Just because. Come on, man.
And so it's Detroit.
I do this.
A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time GA this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do.
He has no idea what she's doing in college. That major that she majored in made no money, but she wants up out of parents to look at it funny. Nah, tell me that ain't instant. The concept of school seems so superb. Sophomore 3 years, I ain't picked a career. She like, fuck it, I'll just stay down here and do it, because that was my money, by her a few. Baby, that you know. She's so precious with the pure pressure. Couldn't afford a car, so she named the daughter Alexis. She had hair so long that it looked like weed. Then she cut it all off, now she look like E. She be dealing with some issues that you can't believe. Single black female, addicted to retail and well. It all falls down. And when it falls down, who you gonna call now? It all falls down. And when it all falls down, I'm so subconscious. That's why you always see me with at least one of my watches. That drove me crazy. I can't even pronounce nothing past that. Then I spent $400 on this. Just to be like, nigga, you ain't up on this. And I can't even go to the grocery store without some ones that's clean in a shirt with a... We live in the American dream. The people highest up got the lowest self-esteem. The prettiest people do the ugliest things on the road to riches and diamond rings. Lost cause they the greatest. We tryna buy back all 40 acres. And for that paper, look how low we are stood. Even if you in a Benz, you still a nigga in a coupe. It all falls down. And when it fall down, who you gonna call now? It all falls down. And when it all falls down, fuck the... That's how I treat them. We got way out of jail, but we can't buy freedom. We'll buy a lot of clothes, but we don't really need them things. We buy to cover up what's inside, cause they made us hate ourselves and love they will. This what Shawty got up with a ball is that. Drug dealer buy golden crack, hit by crack. And a white man get paid off for all of that. But I ain't even gonna act holy up and down. Fuck it. I went to Jacob with 25 pounds for that pet, and I'll do it again. I want to get specific. I got a problem with spending before I get it. We all subconscious, I'm just the first to admit it. Yeah, oh, and it fall down, who you gonna fall down? And when it all falls down, sometime we gonna set this party alright. One time, we gonna set this party alright. Sometime, we gonna show how we get down. So my way. working like this. This same shit is like a save shit. Yeah, bro, Kobe on his ass.
I just need my space right now. I'm an all-star team. Far from a rookie, Louis Gray, got shit that I don't rock. Mr. Rocket playing game, but the Audemars stop it. I was always told, boy, you better shoot if you gon' hit. The Chanel, finna blow it bad. You can't be like me if you ain't never.
Throw that motherfucker on my dog. Where you at?
From roast, still young. Hey, this time for it. I done bossed up a pill. I'm God's son, but his demons on the trap. Nigga sweet to the alley. Yeah, finna like a 50. Spent the whole 10 for some out of Ricky. They let him play tough till it's time to do a mission. I don't wanna talk. 80 in flex, spend my
get up on this bitch.
This is how I thank God.